I saw this big hype around data science and machine learning, but certification or doing courses doesn't mean you will get the job in your future. Now, a lot of decisions that I took was really risky. I never thought of becoming a freelancer, but I ended up becoming one. In this video, I will tell you about my journey from being an ordinary guy to becoming a full-time freelancer. I started like everyone else. I was told that do your 10th, get admission in good college, do your engineering, get a job and start living your life. I had the same path in my mind, so after 10, I enrolled in diploma in information technology. There, I started learning about various tools. So I got introduced to first programming language, which was C, and I also learned about various different things such as data structures and algorithms, computer networks, databases and many more. Most of these things I did not even understand, so I used to think, where will I use these things in my career? So I used to spend more time doing academics work and writing journals, thinking if I spend more time doing these things, then I will get a good company and get a good job in my future. One day while I was spending my time on social media, I saw an ad. It was related to internship, so I created my resume, applied for the internship, and luckily I got selected after the interview. This internship helped me to understand some of the key technologies in the web development such as HTML, CSS, JavaScript and all the other things while I was working on e-commerce platform. So my job there was to develop sellers panel where sellers can upload their products and that can be featured on the website. Then after my internship and after completing my diploma, I got the admission in degree college. Here I was mainly focusing on the academics work because in degree college you get a lot of placements, so my main focus was get a good pointer so that I can get a job in good companies. And mainly in my college I used to get mass recruiters such as TCS, Accenture and all other companies, so I was mainly preparing for those companies in my mind. And this is what everyone tells you, get a degree, get a good job. And I also understand the reason behind this because doing a job is much safer and you have much security in your life. Now while I was working as a web developer, I wanted to try something new because I've been working in web development area for 2 to 3 years after my diploma, and I saw this big hype around data science and machine learning, so I started learning about these things. So I used to do courses after courses, read books, read blogs and follow people on YouTube and all the other areas. I used to do courses after courses. I've done more than 30 Coursera certification and some Udemy courses and all the different courses from different websites, thinking that doing certification and courses will help me to get a job in future. And later I realized that I was addicted to doing courses and I was stuck in certification or course loop. Now if you don't know about what certification or course loop actually means, then you can watch this video to understand in detail. In summary, it is basically you do courses after courses thinking that it will add some value in your resume and will help you to get a job, but certification or doing courses doesn't mean you will get the job in your future. Now when I realized that I was stuck in this course or certification loop, I wanted to get out of this, and I understood that doing hands-on practice and getting the real world experience will be the way to go. So I started applying for the internship online, and I was lucky that I found one internship in data science domain. Here I was working as a data science intern. I used to work on natural language processing. So when you go to Stack Overflow, you see questions and some tags attached to it. So my role in internship was to build a machine learning model that can easily extract questions and tags and build a question list. After completing my second internship, I understood how these things work in real world. So I started finding more and more internships in this area. So in my final year, I was able to find data engineering internship that led me to full-time offer. So after graduating, I started working as a data engineer in my full-time job. I was happy because I was finally graduated and finally started to work in real world industry. But after a few months, I got bored and started feeling stuck. This particular phase in my life was really confusing because I was stuck between two decisions, whether I should continue my job and build a routine around it or go for the masters in abroad. I have around like 5 to 6 good friends that were planning to go for the masters in US, and I also had like FOMO, the fear of missing out, that I should also go for the masters so that I can get a better job and build a better lifestyle. So I decided to give this entrance exam which is called GRE. This particular exam helps you to get the admission in US universities. So I gave this exam and I got around 300 marks. That is not really good if you want to get admission in top universities. But when I actually started thinking about this, then I realized that I didn't actually want to go for the masters. I was just doing these things because my friends were doing it. So after a lot of reflecting, I decided to stay in India and continue my job over here. So I continued with my job and started working as a data engineer, and this decision was life changing for me. So I was working on multiple different things. I was working on cloud computing, data engineering, doing some DevOps work. Apart from the technical skills, I was also working on the business side. So I was leading some projects, managing the clients, understanding their requirements, what they want, how project gets delivered, how to track project timelines, how to deliver projects, and everything you need to understand from the business point of view. And this particular thing helped me in my freelance career. So it was around 1 year in my job and I wanted to try something new. So just like you, I was watching some YouTube videos. I got recommendation about freelancing websites. So I started watching that video and found some of the freelancing websites such as Upwork, Fiverr, freelance.com and other things. So I quickly created my Upwork profile and got rejected next day. So I jumped onto some other websites such as Fiverr, freelance.com, but I did not get any work. The main problem here was I was not focusing on creating a good profile. I was just writing random things, thinking I will get some random work if I get lucky. I applied on Upwork a lot of different times and my profile got rejected each and every time. After doing a lot of trials and error, my profile got finally approved. And after my profile got approved, I thought I just have to apply for the jobs and I will get the job and I will start earning money. But that is not how things work in real world. You need to take some steps in order to get the final job. So there are different steps that I learned after making so many mistakes. Number one is you need to find the right job based on your skill set. You can't just apply to whatever jobs you see in front of you. You need to select job based on the different criteria that matches your skill set. Now after you select a job, you need to write a good proposal. A client will get around 30 to 50 proposals and he will only reply to 3 to 4 people. So the second step is not to get a job. The second step is to get the reply from the client. So you need to write a good proposal that captures client attention and gets you a reply. That is the second step. Not to get a job, but just to get a reply. Now once you get a reply, you need to convince a client that you are the right person for this job. You need to sell your skill, you need to sell your solution and close the project. Now once you close the project, then you are an expert. So as an expert, you need to deliver the project, get the 5-star review and complete the work so that you can get paid. So there are a lot of different steps that were involved and I learned all these steps while making so many different mistakes, failing and then trying it again and finding the best solution for me. So I applied for more than 30 to 40 different jobs, but I did not get any reply from the client. But I was lucky, one day I got a reply from one client and I got my first job. This particular job was not entirely related to data engineering. I was working on some web scraping. Client had some HTML files on Google Storage. He wanted to scrape some data out of those HTML file and put that data onto database. This was my first project and this particular project paid me $100, 20% fees Upwork took, and I earned my first $80 in freelancing. So I understood some of the things that worked for me in the freelancing, so I started applying for the more jobs. I started building some stable client base. So after working as a freelancer for 3 to 4 months, I had some stable client base. I was earning 5 times more what my job used to pay me. So I used to do freelancing with my job. So my job timing was like 12 to 9. So I used to wake up early in the morning, work on my freelancing projects, go to office, work on my job projects and all the other things, and come back, wake up early in the morning and work on my freelance project. Now after having stable client base, I decided to quit my job and go full-time freelance. But this decision was very difficult for me because when you take any hard decisions in your life, your brain will always tell you to play it safe. So I was having questions like, what if I don't get any work? What if I don't get any client? What if I don't earn any money? And all the other questions. Your brain will always try to keep you protected and will tell you that you should not take this particular risk. So I decided to take this particular risk. I wrote my resignation letter and I was waiting for 1 to 2 hours just to click on that send button. But after gathering all my courage, I clicked on that send button and resigned for my job and went on to my journey to become a full-time freelancer. Now I work as a full-time freelancer. I have like 2 to 3 client base and I also started this YouTube channel to teach people whatever I know. I share my experiences over here. I try to help people to get into data engineering and understand freelance space and productivity. Now a lot of decisions that I took was really risky, but you need to understand the high risk and high reward. So if you want to get some good rewards, you need to take high risk for that. Now this was completely my journey and I'm not saying that you should quit your job and completely go for the full-time freelance. Now if you want to do a freelance and if you just want to explore this space, then you can do this with your job. If you are studying in college, then you can do this. Is the great opportunity for you because it will help you to become more independent and self-reliant. You will learn a lot of different things, how to manage yourself, how to manage your client, how to manage your life, time and a lot of other things. So if you want to become a freelancer and if you want to explore that space, then I have the masterclass. You can check the link in the description and learn more about it. But if you don't want to do that, then it's fine. On this YouTube channel, I will share everything whatever I can for the free so you can learn and build your career. And just like always, don't forget to hit the like button if you learn something new, and if you are new here, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That will help my channel to grow and reach more and more people. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.